the hollow roads ahead, tracing the paths where our memories bled. Silver reflections catch the midnight rain, run away the quiet, lingering pain. I close my eyes and let the engine hum, feeling the pulse where my heart goes numb. The skyline shifts like a digital dream, caught in the current of a glowing stream. The velvet shadows stretch and pull me close. A distant ghost of you is what I need the most. The frequencies rise and the filters break. How much of this night can my spirit take? I am drowning in the neon tide, nowhere to where and low to the high. Lost in the rhythm, I am drifting away, far from the light of the coming day. Let the heavy bass wash over my soul, giving up the wheel, giving up control. I am drowning in the neon tide, with only the sound to be my guide. Footsteps echo in the vacant hall, watching the angles of the buildings fall. I hear you whisper in the chilling breeze, a haunting melody that puts me at ease. The glass towers mirror the starry sky. I watch another solitary hour pass by, suspended in the pocket of this endless groove. It feels like the earth is forgetting to move. The velvet shadows stretch and pull me close. A distant ghost of you is what I need the most. The frequencies rise and the filters break. How much of this night can my spirit take? I am drowning in the neon tide, nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. Lost in the rhythm, I am drifting away, far from the light of the coming day. Let the heavy bass wash over my soul, giving up the wheel, giving up control. I am drowning in the neon tide, with only the sound to be my guide. And in the quiet spaces in between, I see the brightest colors I have ever seen. The gravity fails and I float in the sound. My feet are lifting off the freezing ground. Oh, carry me deeper into the blue, where heavy resonance resembles you. I am drowning in the neon tide, nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. Lost in the rhythm, I am drifting away, far from the light of the coming day. Let the heavy bass wash over my soul, giving up the wheel, giving up control. I am drowning in the neon tide, with only the sound to be my guide. The pulse slows down to a gentle sigh. The city lights dim in the closing sky. Just a whisper left in the atmosphere. I close my eyes and disappear.
The city sleeps, but the speakers breathe. Shadows stretch across the empty room. We are floating in the velvet dark. Wait for the rhythm to pull us under. is a quiet word. Close your eyes and let the bass drop low. This is the only place we need to go. Caught in the current of the midnight frequency. You are a neon ghost right next to me. We let the tempo dictate how we move. Lost in the center of the deep house groove. Nothing is real but the sound in our chest. Leaving the daylight behind to rest. Caught in the current of the midnight frequency. You are the only thing I want to see. Smoke is curling through the purple light. A quiet haze against the spinning fan. We surrender to the edge of night, drawing the map without a master plan. Echoes are bouncing off the painted wall. Lounge keys ringing like a distant bell. I'm still willing to embrace the fall. Under the magic of this midnight spell. Pixel shift, colors blur. Every silence is a quiet word. Close your eyes and let the bass drop low. This is the only place we need to go. Caught in the current of the midnight frequency. You are a neon ghost right next to me. We let the tempo dictate how we move. Lost in the center of the deep house groove. Nothing is real but the sound in our chest. Leaving the daylight behind to rest. Caught in the current of the midnight frequency. You are the only thing I want to see. The kick drum fades and the air stands still. Voices are drifting from a distant hill. Sink to sliding sweat like a rising sea. Washing the gravity right out of me. Float is suspended in the ambient space. Before the rhythm pulls us back to grace. Caught in the current of the midnight frequency. You are a neon ghost right next to me. We let the tempo dictate how we move. Lost in the center of the deep house groove. Nothing is real but the sound in our chest. Leaving the daylight behind to rest. Caught in the current of the midnight frequency. You are the only thing I want to see. Baseline whispers and begins to fade. Rest in the shadows that the music made. We are just echoes in the silent dark. A lingering frequency, a glowing spark. Glowing spark. Drifting through the static of the midnight hour, a distant rhythm pulling at the edges of my mind. Subwoofers humming like a heartbeat in the floor. I close my eyes and leave the heavy world behind. The city lights are bleeding through the rainy glass, a watercolor painting of a world asleep. I watch the glowing headlights as the taxis pass, and dive into a frequency so warm and deep. There is a sanctuary hidden in the bass, a quiet architecture built of synthesized sound. I lose the memories that I do not wanna trace, until my floating feet forget the solid ground. The shadows open up to let the color in, a slow crescendo rising from the velvet floor. I feel the electricity against my skin. I am a spirit to the person I was before, caught inside the echoes in the velvet night, swimming through the currents of a neon sea. Everything is heavy but my soul is light. A rhythm is the only thing controlling me, caught inside the echoes in the velvet night, surrendering my spirit to the endless groove, blazing in the glow of ultraviolet light. I do not have to think, I only have to move. The kick drum fades away into a quiet hum. Electric piano chords are gliding through the air. I let the soothier isolation overcome the tangled up illusions of my own despair. We are just whispers in an empty corridor, but in this atmosphere we are a golden spark. I'm not afraid of the silence anymore. I found a glowing constellation in the door. The shadows open up to let the color in, a slow crescendo rising from the velvet floor. I feel the electricity against my skin. I am a stranger to the person I was before, caught inside the echoes in the velvet night, swimming through the currents of a neon sea. Everything is heavy but my soul is light. The rhythm is the only thing controlling me, caught inside the echoes in the velvet night, surrendering my spirit to the endless groove, blazing in the glow of ultraviolet light. I do not have to think, I only have to move. Synthesizers elevate the atmosphere, a syncopated bassline washes over my chest. The smoke begins to rise and suddenly it is clear. This hypnotic sanctuary is where I rest. The snare is building up the tension in the room, the sudden rush of magic bursting from the gloom, caught inside the echoes in the velvet night, swimming through the currents of a neon sea. Everything is heavy but my soul is light. The rhythm is the only thing controlling me, caught inside the echoes in the velvet night, surrendering my spirit to the endless groove, lost inside the magic of the flashing light. Forever in this moment I am free to move. The beat dissolves into the fading atmosphere, a gentle repetition slipping out of sight. The whispers are the only thing I still can hear, just echoes fading softly in the velvet floor.
The city breathes out and
silver clouds. Headlights paint the wet pavement below. Time stretches thin across the dashboard. Just the hum of the engine and the dark. A heavy bass line drops into the empty street. I am a ghost wrapped up in the driver's seat. The street lamps blur like comets falling out of the sky. Watching the sleeping world go passing me by. There is a rhythm hidden deep inside the concrete veins, washing away the static, washing away the stains. I lower the window and let the cool air inside. Nothing to chase tonight, nowhere I need to hide. The shadows are starting to pull me in deep, awaken the hours when the heavy hearts sleep. The frequencies rising, they shiver and bend. I follow the echoes right to the world's end. We are midnight in motion, drifting so slow, caught in the undertow, letting it go. The neon is melting like wax on the glass. We watch all the ghosts of the yesterday past. Midnight in motion, a velvet escape, where the lines of the city lose all of their shape. Just breathe in the darkness, a chill down the spine, a hypnotic surrender. We're crossing the line. The skyline is glowing, a digital dream. Nothing is ever exactly the way it might seem. I turn up the volume and drown out the noise, finding the silence, finding my poise. A million strangers dreaming alone in the dark, each one a glowing ember, a floating spark. We ride on the frequency, perfectly aligned, leaving the weight of the morning so far behind. The shadows are starting to pull me in deep, awaken the hours when the heavy hearts sleep. The frequencies rise and they shiver and bend. I follow the echoes right to the world's end. We are midnight in motion, drifting so slow, caught in the undertow, letting it go. The neon is melting like wax on the glass. We watch all the ghosts of the yesterday past. Midnight in motion, a velvet escape, where the lies of the city lose all of their shape. Just breathe in the darkness, a chill down the spine, of the morning surrender. We're crossing the line. Heartbeats sync up to the kick and the snare, floating like ash in the cold autumn air. No words are spoken, the melody speaks. This is the solace the restless heart seeks. Higher and higher the synthesis flies, lost in the reflection of pair of light. We are midnight in motion, drifting so slow, caught in the undertow, letting it go. The neon is melting like wax on the glass. We watch all the ghosts of the yesterday past. Midnight in motion, a dead escape, where the lines of the city lose their hearts sleep. Just breathe in the darkness, a chill down the spine, a hypnotic surrender. We're crossing city breeze in neon green and blue, a distant heartbeat shaking through the floor. I close my eyes to find the ghost of you, lost inside the rhythm once again. The clock is striking 2 upon the wall. I watch the headlights paint the empty street. I'm waiting for a voice that doesn't call, just listening to the rhythm of my heartbeat. The smoke is rising slowly to the ceiling, a velvet curtain drawn across the night. I'm running from this overwhelming feeling, hiding from the harsh and morning light. The bass is pulling me under the tide, nowhere to run and there's nowhere to hide. I feel the static, the spark in the air. I turn around but you're no longer there. I'm dancing with these neon shadows, spinning in the midnight blue, lost inside the deep house echoes. Every beat belongs to you. I'm moving through the lonely crowded room, swept away inside the rhythmic gloom. I'm dancing with these neon shadows, hoping that they lead to you. A glass of something bitter on the ice, reflecting all the fractures in my mind. I try to lose myself and pay the price, leaving all these broken memories behind. The DJ plays a track we used to know, a melody that cuts right through my chest. I let the heavy rhythm take control, hoping that my aching soul can finally rest. The bass is pulling me under the tide, nowhere to run and there's nowhere to hide. I feel the static, the spark in the air. I turn around but you're no longer there. I'm dancing with these neon shadows, spinning in the midnight blue, lost inside the deep house echoes. Every beat belongs to you. I'm moving through the lonely crowded room, swept away inside the rhythmic gloom. I'm dancing with these neon shadows, hoping that they lead to you. Time is standing still here in the dark, just a lonely frequencies across my heart. If I keep on moving, I won't fall apart. The strings are swelling up into the sky. I let the music be my alibi. No, I won't let this midnight pass me by. I'm dancing with these neon shadows, spinning in the midnight blue, lost inside the deep house echoes. Every beat belongs to you. I'm moving through the lonely crowded room, swept away inside the rhythmic gloom. I'm dancing with these neon shadows, hoping that they lead to you. Shadows fade away into the gray, just an echo of the words I couldn't say. The heartbeat slows down in the empty space, alone again without your sweet embrace.
Breathe in the cool and heavy midnight air. The world is asleep, but we are awake, falling slowly into the rhythm of the dark. Let the unseen current pull you under. Midnight paints the city in a shade of blue. I trace the glowing lines that lead me back to you. The concrete softly hums beneath my heavy feet. I lose my sense of time inside this empty street.
cosmos on a silver thread, following the music where my soul is led. Dive into the
soft breath in the atmosphere. Fading shadows disappear, drifting out across the tide. Nowhere left we need to hide. The city sleeps beneath a velvet sky. I watch the neon constellations die. A quiet pulse begins to wake the ground, and I am floating in a sea of sound. We walked along the edges of the night, just waiting for a sudden spark of white. The heavy air is starting to release. I find it there in the center of my peace. Feel the rhythm rising from the floor. Washing all the broken glass away. Dive with me into the ocean of light. Leave behind the heavy shadows of night. We are weightless in the glowing unknown. We are seas the universe is just sown. Let the current pull our bodies away. We will ride the frequencies till the day. Dive with me into the ocean of light. Everything is going to be frequencies are washing over me. A digital warm serenity. I hear your voice 1,000 miles away, but in this resonance is where you stay. The concrete jungle slowly melts to gold. A beautiful new story to unfold. We harmonize the chaos in our mind and leave the gravity of Earth behind. Feel the rhythm rising from the floor. I don't wanna fight it anymore. Colors bleeding through the silver veil, washing all the broken glass away. Dive with me into the ocean of light. Leave behind the heavy shadows of night. We are weightless in the glowing unknown. We are seas the universe is just sown. Let the current pull our bodies away. We will ride the frequencies to the day. Dive with me into the ocean of light. Everything is gonna be alright. Hold your breath and let the filter sweep. Awake the magic that was fast asleep. A sudden rush of oxygen and fire. We are climbing higher, ever climbing higher. The white noise shatters into crystal stars, erasing all the lines of who we are. Just close your eyes and let the bassline drop. We are at the summit and we will never stop. Dive with me into the ocean of light. Leave behind the heavy shadows of night. We are weightless in the bright unknown. We are seas the universe is just sown. Let the current pull our bodies away. We will ride the frequencies to the day. Dive with me into the ocean of light. We are shining, we are blinding and bright. The water settles and the waves are still. A golden aura on a distant hill. I breathe you in and slowly float away, forever resting in the break of day. slow, every side. Headlights paint lines across the empty glass. I am floating in the frequency of the dark, lost somewhere between the bass and the night. The pavement shimmers with the evening rain. A silent movie playing through my brain. I watch the streetlights flicker on the wet concrete. A steady rhythm pulls me down into the street. There is a secret written in the cooling air, the kind of magic that we only find down there. We trade the sunlight for the artificial glow, and let the undertow dictate the way we go. The shadows stretch and blur into the gray. The noise of daytime slowly slips away. I feel the filter open in my mind, leaving the heavy gravity behind. We are dancing in the city of velvet shadows, losing track of time where the neon follows. Catch a breath of silver in the indigo sky. Watch the constellations of the skyline fly. We are dancing in the city of velvet shadows, sinking in the deep where the heavy bass mellows. Hold me in the pocket of the midnight groove. Nothing else to prove, just let the spirit move. The phantom breeze blows through the open taxi door. Have never seen this empty avenue before. The glowing signs are speaking in a quiet hum, waiting for the quiet hours of the night to come. I see your reflection in the corner of my eye, a fleeting ghost against the dark electric sky. We share a frequency that nobody can hear. The static fades and suddenly the channel is clear. The shadows judge and blur into the gray. The noise of daytime slowly slips away. I feel the filter open in my mind, leaving the heavy gravity behind. We are dancing in the city of velvet shadows, losing track of time where the neon follows. Catch a breath of silver in the indigo sky. Watch the constellations of the skyline fly. We are dancing in the city of velvet shadows, sinking in the deep where the heavy bass mellows. Hold me in the pocket of the midnight groove. the spirit move. The kick drum fades into the velvet cot. Just a lingering echo of a falling spark. The frequency dissolves into the silent air. I close my eyes and I am already there. Does most dancing in the amber glow. The sleeping city breathing far below. Static humming in the empty air. We are alone, we are everywhere. The skyline fades into a purple haze. I watch the headlights walking through the maze. Your silhouette against the window pane, tracing the path of the falling rain. We left the noise of the waking world outside, slipping away on the midnight tide. A glass of wine in a quiet room, lost in the shadows of the silver moon. The pulse is rising underneath the floor, a gentle knocking at the heavy door. I feel the rhythm creeping through my skin. This is the moment that the night begins. We are swimming in the velvet city lights, washed away into the deepest of the night. Let the bassline carry all the way we home, turning every lead to liquid gold, drifting softly on a wave of neon blue. Nothing matters in the dark but me and you. We are swimming in the velvet city lights, losing gravity inside the deepest nights. Shadow dances on the speaker cone, the frequency vibrating through the bone. You close your eyes and let the music speak, the secret language for the tired and weak. I watch the rhythm catch the way you breathe, a quiet magic that we both believe. The hours blur into a single sound, with both our feet so far above the ground. The pulse is rising underneath the floor, a gentle knocking at the heavy door. I feel the rhythm creeping through my skin. This is the moment that the night begins. We are swimming in the velvet city lights, washed away into the deepest of the night. Let the bassline carry all the weight we hold, turning all of the air to liquid gold, drifting softly on a wave of neon blue. Nothing matters in the dark but me and you. We are swimming in the velvet city lights, losing gravity inside the deepest nights. Time is an illusion in this quiet space. I see the future written on your face. The frequencies are washing over me, a deep and quiet kind of ecstasy. No need for words when the groove is deep. We leave behind the world that fell asleep. We are swimming in the velvet city lights, washed away into the deepest of the night. Let the bass gravity to hold us down, just the quiet healing hum of the sound. The city lights are fading on the edge of the bay. We leave the heavy shadows of the waking day. I watch the silver ripples catch the midnight moon. We are slipping out of orbit, getting closer to you. A velvet wave is crashing in the back of my mind. We left the rushing hours and the panic behind. Your silhouette is glowing in the indigo blue. There is nothing but the rhythm pulling me into you. The water rises up to catch our fall. I do not feel the weight of it at all. A million tiny sparks begin to trace the quiet constellations on your face. Now I'm breathing underwater, diving deeper than we ever thought we would. Now we are breathing underwater, in the silence of the deep is feeling good. Let the ocean wash away the world apart. Lost inside this understanding kind of love. Now we are breathing underwater, and the current is exactly where we should. I hear your steady heartbeat in the pulse of the bass. A steady kind of magic in this hidden place. The neon colors bleeding through the dark of the tide. With every single motion we are opened up wide. The surface is a mirror that we shattered apart, to find the secret echoes living right in the heart. We do not need the oxygen, we run on the glow. Just letting go of everything we used to know. The water rises up to catch our fall. I do not feel the weight of it at all. A million tiny sparks begin to trace the quiet constellations on your face. Now we're breathing underwater, diving deeper than we ever thought we would. Now we are breathing underwater, in the silence of the deep is feeling good. Let the ocean wash away the world apart. Lost inside the surface spinning kind of love. Now we are breathing underwater, and the current is exactly where we should. Spin me in the middle of the endless sea. Just keep this perfect frequency surrounding me. The pressure is a blanket wrapping around my soul. I give into the feeling, I give up control. We are drifting out further than the light can reach, far away from the safety of the empty beach. Now we are breathing underwater, diving deeper than we ever thought we would. Now
Time slows down to a steady crawl. Oh, welcome to the velvet hour. The city sleeps, but we are waking up. Shadows stretch across the empty room. I pour a little silence in my cup, waiting for the bass to break the gloom. Headlights paint a rhythm on the wall. Golden ribbons dancing in the dark. I am leaning close to hear you call. A solitary whisper is the spark. Colors blurring as we start to drift. Caught inside the gravity we shift. I can feel the temperature rise. Looking at the secrets in your eyes. We are sinking in the velvet hour. Let the heavy waves wash over me. Surrendering to the midnight power. Floating on a deep and endless sea. We are sinking in the velvet hour. Lose yourself inside the slow delay. Blooming like a solitary flower. Dance until the darkness fades away. Footsteps echo on the lonely street. But in here the world is made of sound. Moving to the tempo of our heartbeat. Our feet are barely touching on the ground. Carved souls are wrapping around my skin. Drawing constellations in the air. I do not know where my thoughts begin. Suddenly there is magic everywhere. Colors blurring as we start to drift. Caught inside the gravity we shift. I can feel the temperature rise. Looking at the secrets in your eyes. We are sinking in the velvet hour. Let the heavy waves wash over me. Surrendering to the midnight power. Floating on a deep and endless sea. We are sinking in the velvet hour. Lose yourself inside the slow delay. Blooming like a solitary flower. Dance until the darkness fades away. Suspended in a breath of wild light. The melody is rushing through my veins. We leave the heavy world behind tonight. Only this hypnotic pulse will lanes. Higher than the clouds above the gray. Watch the physical dissolve away.
static, a hollow hum inside the dark. We leave our shadows in the attic, just floating on a single spark. Midnight spills across the empty pavement, the streetlights flicker in a golden row. We are escaping from the day's enslavement, surrendering to where the heavy currents go. Your profile painted in the passing neon, a quiet language in the way you breathe. This is the frequency we set our scene on, the secret underworld we weave beneath. The temperatures in the back of my mind, we leave the edges of the morning behind. I feel the heavy water pulling me deep, awake inside a lucid dream in our sleep. We are lost in the velvet night, slipping through the fingers of the fading light, caught inside the rhythm of the hollow space, tracing every shadow on your glowing face. We are lost in the velvet night, let the deep bay swallow every fear inside, hypnotized together by the endless sound. Feet are levitating high above the ground. The vinyl crackle is a soft confession, a muted heartbeat in the leather seat. We find our refuge in this dark obsession, and let the isolation feel complete. The skyline shimmers like a distant ocean, the windows down to let the winter in. We are a photograph of slow emotion, a brush of electricity upon the skin. In the back of my mind, we leave the edges of the morning behind. I feel the heavy water pulling me deep, awake inside a lucid dream in our sleep. We are lost in the velvet night, slipping through the fingers of the fading light, caught inside the rhythm of the hollow space, tracing every shadow on your glowing face. We are lost in the velvet night, let the deep bay swallow every fear inside, hypnotized together by the endless sound. Feet are levitating high above the ground. Close your eyes and let the colors bleed. This is the only kind of air we need, a steady pulse to wash the world away, a midnight promise that we will not sleep. A synthesized